Same thing for me. I stopped watching the episode 2. It was like, this is kind of lame. You know, it's all right, but then when episodes went to episode 10, I started watching it again. I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm missing. So yeah, it's what it is. But anyways, you know,
I'm saying. So just give it a shot, Trent. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it, fam. And you'll be waiting for season 2 to drop, like we are.
Hey, do y'all be getting spam comments on your shit?
Hell yeah.
Every now and then I get some.
Why is this shit all of a sudden happening? It's so like repeatable.
Bro, you ain't popping unless you get spam comments.
That's what it is. You ain't popping if you get spam comments?
Unless you get spam comments. You got to get some spam comments in there.
Crazy, bro.
Right.
All right, y'all ready?
I'm about to hit the live scene in 3, 2, 1. You're up.
It's my nigga face the bad woo.
Hitman Woo in the building. All right. What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Hunters Association podcast. I'm one of your hosts, JD from TheOtakuFix. Of course, we have our regular fellow national rank hunters with us. alwaysjcarson, a.k.a. JC. What's going on with you?
I have a question.
Oh, shit.
Why'd you name your video Hitman Woo? Did I miss something?
Because they hired my guy to be a hitman in a dungeon.
Makes sense. Got you. Got it. I was wondering that all day when I saw
it. All right. Sarah from Project Webtoon.
What's up?
And Trent motherfucking Money. You already know what it is.
Yep.
My guy. All right. Hitman Woo in the building. Moneybag Woo in the building.
Moneybag Woo.
We back. Chapter 116. Very interesting chapter, I must say. So pretty much we didn't get anything else with the Americans, Miss Selner or the Runestone, or anything dealing with Commish the Dragon. But however, we did get some interesting developments with Jin Woo being hired as a hitman for different guilds all of a sudden. And we got some crazy shit happening at a high school, which I didn't expect either. So, Trent, let's start off with you, fam. Well, what did you think? What did you think of the chapter?
I thought it was a good chapter overall. Honestly, maybe it's just me, me being hyped for solo leveling being back in general. But these chapters been fire, nigga. Solo level in season 2 has been gassed. They're opening up the story more. A lot of shit's going down, like when it comes to just the last few things we've seen in the chapter, even us kind of seeing the kind of piece the other hunters had as far as like the whole dragon and all that other kind of shit. Now we getting a situation where not only is he being recruited to help in one situation, but of course we got that wrench thrown in the plan, and obviously, not to spoil the end of the discussion, but towards the end of the discussion, we get that kind of, we get what we got towards the end. And now it's just kind of what order is he going to handle shit in, and when is he going to find shit out? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be in the dungeon before he figures out that shit's going on actually back outside and at home? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But yeah. It's pretty dope. I could go for a while, but I'm going to go ahead and stop here.
Sarah?
You cut out there.
Oh, Sarah, your turn.
I like the chapter, seeing how it's going, seeing as to how Jin Woo can negotiate for pricing on things. They were like, normally you get like 10%, but we can do 20 for you or whatever. And Jin Woo's like, nah, we do 50-50. There is no two ways about this. Because we are a guild. And
no, we're not.
Not yet.
No, we're not.
All right. We definitely did get a development on that as far as the guild goes. JC, you want to elaborate?
Hold on. Before we go to 116, you were not here for 115, and Blaine said JD has merch apparently.
Yeah, you see his shirt?
Yeah, JD got the merch. He ain't let us in on it. Yeah, but look, 115, man, you weren't there.
It wasn't me. Yeah, 115. So 115 for me. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like the Americans finally returning, Miss Selner, Grandma MILF.
Grandma Bill, no.
Grandma
No.
MILF. Yes. Stop. Y'all know what you stop it. So
No, we can't do that here, bro.
No, we're not doing that.
Sure, yes we can.
You're on your own, sir.
No,
On an island.
I would be there.
Okay. Juju got destroyed.
Juju got destroyed.
I like the runestone aspect. I wish we would have got some more of the monarchs, like just a tad bit more with them, or at least Jinwoo's dad, trying to see at least how that whole thing played out. Shout out to Cha, finally remembering the whole thing with Min Byung-gu. Interested to see what she means on as far as he needs to be wary of his powers and stuff like that. But overall, I thought it was a good chapter. I give it like 9 out of 10. Great setup and mystery for the future. So, yeah.
All right, let's not act like 116 was a bad chapter. I'm not going to throw it out there,
No.
but at the same time, it's a bad chapter. You know why it's a bad chapter? You know it's a bad chapter.
Go explain yourself, man.
How dare he disrespect baby girl Chahi In?
No, this is what I would say. That bro, no, this is exactly what we were talking about the last few discussions.
Look.
The original plan was not for her to you know what I'm saying. He didn't necessarily want that to be the case. I thought maybe he'd remix it, but I like that he's sticking with the original plan.
Look, I get what he's doing. I get what Jinwoo is. I get all that. But here's my thing, right? What's the point? Us in real life, are we playing games with girls in real life? Is that what we're doing? You make her go through tests, make her fight 2 different people, and then you're like, nah, you can't be in the guild, even though you won the first one like you're supposed to.
He didn't say you couldn't be together. He just said she couldn't be in the guild.
Yeah,
but that's the whole point of the test, though. Was
Bro,
it not?
It wasn't.
He further thought about the situation as he was still testing
the test.
Right. It was all about the test, fam. It was
Niggas
just like
playing
the test
games out here. I don't like it.
Oh my god.
I don't like it. To be honest with you,
No,
He knows at this point if she really wants. He knows at this point if she wants him rather, he can get her out the guild part. They don't need that.
But what's the point? Like, he knew that he didn't want her in the guild to begin with. They said, hey, you know what? We don't want you in here. Don't make her jump through hoops. Don't make baby girl. Don't play games. What's the point of playing games?
And even the thinks about the healer girl.
She filled up on him.
Go get sushi with her.
Now, somebody a while ago mentioned the girl that we first was rolling with early on. You guys remember her?
The B rank healer.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Okay.
When he was talking to the dudes from the big guild and Busan, he was like, Busan, maybe I'll go meet up and get sushi with her.
Yeah, we need her.
We need her?
Her.
Oh, we need her.
No.
We don't need... Look.
No. Keep her as what she at.
Like, what's the point of a hunter going into... Or... Actually, what's the point of a hunter being in a guild that doesn't do anything? I mean, I'm guessing...
Because Jinwoo's a one-man guild.
I mean, I get what you guys are saying from that aspect. But at the same time, I mean, yes, you're not risking your life. And yes, he's probably going to get paid money, of course, for being in the guild. But I mean, you're just not doing anything. Who wants to ever do that?
Bro, okay, how many people do you think, again, and I'm pretty sure they've covered this before, there are people, right, that are awakened that just have regular-ass jobs. So at the end of the day, why would you not chase, like you just said earlier, you already said that you explained it in the first sentence, chasing the bag. If you're already not doing that, get a bag, you get on the famous guild group. Let's say you work in law enforcement, get out the police force, stop dealing with the bullshit, get on the Sung Jin Woo, the Shadow Force, the Ajin Force. You think everybody's eating, gems galore. Shadows can't collect gems, nigga. Only Sung Jin Woo. Everybody's eating.
I mean, also, JC, you look at it like this. Even Min Byung-gu, S-rank healer, say he wasn't going to do dungeons anymore. He was going to be a fucking teacher.
And also the cameraman who was on Jeju Island, he was an A-rank hunter, but he was just like, I'm not about these raids. I'm just here to film.
Right.
Once again, You don't disrespect baby girl like that. I don't know.
He
I mean,
ain't buying it, y'all.
no,
He ain't buying it.
you just don't do that. Like you could have told her no to begin with. We don't play games in 2020.
Yo, it's not over yet, bro. They can still have some kind
I'm
of
not saying
romantic.
they can have babies or nothing. I'm just saying like you just what's the point of just say, hey, nah, we don't want you in the guild.
What's the point of doing all that when he could have just said, huh, no.
You got me with the hypeness, with the fights, and you know she's doing her thing, overcoming PTSD. To be like, nah.
Well, if
we
you
good.
look at it this way, Jinwoo helped her overcome PTSD.
I guess.
Yeah,
Next.
I mean, if you
Next.
Oh my god! All right, so let's.
Blade says I can't with JC.
Oh man! All right, well, let's get the first part of the chapter out of the way before we get to the second half, which is an entirely different situation. So, first half, how do y'all feel about Jinwoo pretty much being a hired hitman?
I mean, I wouldn't blame him with all that power. I would too.
Is he really?
Yeah,
I mean,
just give me some money. We'll go take care of this gate.
the situation was
toward the guild.
Hey, what you say, Trent?
Oh, sorry.
The situation was brought to. No, you did. Bro. The situation was brought to his door. I don't know if he's going to continue to do this. But I mean, hey, maybe he is because basically everybody is, it's maybe laying out a certain way. It's maybe laying out depending upon how long the story goes. Every nation may have a piece of some information that we need or that he wants to continue to have to basically become like, God Wu. And like you said, maybe this is, just the beginning of him taking on jobs under these type of terms as Ajin or whatever. And that's how they operate. And, that's how he gets whatever is, going on with the fucking whole dragon and all the other stuff involved and whatnot. And, whatever else is going on with other nations as well. But I don't know.
I'm a little confused.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, fam.
No, I'm just a little confused because they made it, I guess, in the webtoon or the manga, or whatever you want to call it. They made it seem like the Knights Guild didn't know the magnitude of how strong Jinwoo was. I know they weren't there when he was fighting, but it was broadcast on the internet. Like they should know, like Jinwoo doesn't even need their help.
Yeah, but at the same time, they need to be a part of it far as
exactly. Yes, but when they were going in there, they were like, we need his help, and they even made the comment of it should be relatively okay if he's there because he's S rank, but Jinwoo doesn't need them, so they came in with the bargaining chips of like, we'll give you 20% of the profit. And Jinwoo's like, I could do this by myself, like, it felt like they didn't know, and I don't know if the webtoon or the actual light novel say anything different. But it felt like they didn't even know he even did what he did.
It could probably be hard because as a spectator, go ahead. Maybe, I don't know, they obviously probably have a better answer.
Well, Jinwoo really couldn't get the gate for himself if it popped up.
Yeah, politically.
You remember how, like, they had, when they were first starting out, they had to buy out so many gates? For a gate like that, they would have to put a large sum of money down for it so the Jinwoo can go solo it. That's why they asked him for help, so that way the Knights Guild doesn't lose the gate. They don't lose the merchandise in there. All they gotta do is just pay him.
You see how many people they had though at the gate? Like it was a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's how it normally is for like the regular, guilds and stuff. I mean, even with the Hunters Guild with Chai and Troy, they had like buku people.
But I think that's what JC is saying within the context of how they were speaking, that they made it seem like even though some Jinwoo was coming, there was still a chance of failure, but they just increased as far as the chance of success. Which is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I mean, I get you want to be safe and everything like that, but like, if you saw what he did to the S rank gate, you would know, like, okay, this is a close to S rank gate, but you don't need all these people.
They didn't.
They still want to give their.
Okay,
sorry, Trent.
No, I would just say that they say every single thing.
I was gonna say they still want to give their hunters like experience when fighting larger gates like that as well. So I really wouldn't blame them if they sent that many people in for such a large scale gate.
I mean, and they even said like, "Hey, Jinwoo, you're gonna handle the boss. What is anybody else gonna do? Like handle the fodder that's in there?"
Yeah, they're gonna pretty much
They're gonna handle the
fodder.
fodder.
Yeah,
The fodder is still A rank. You know, they can still get experience off the fodder.
I guess I'm just under the shade of Jinwoo's like so strong. Like, what's the point? But I mean, I guess for everybody else that makes sense.
I mean, they're all A ranks, and they're going into pretty much the highest class A rank gate. And every time Jinwoo steps in, the shit goes bad anyway.
Exactly. So. What is that, by the way? It's got to be the system, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
It seems like so.
I mean, that's really the only way you can really explain it when you think about it. Got to be something with the system that every time he enters the gate, like the magic power increases. Yeah, difficulty increases.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Got to make Jinwoo stronger, man.
Right. All right. So moving on to the second half, which I'm sure we have a lot more to discuss on the second half than the first. First half was pretty much self-explanatory. This one, second half seems a little different. So we're in this high school now. Assuming, which I am assuming, this is Jena's high school, correct? Am I the only one that assumes that, or do y'all also?
I mean, they showed it. They showed it off before in like the older chapters.
Okay, JC.
Well, you have to assume so because he was talking about her being in some sort of storm and bringing an umbrella. Then you go to a school. So I mean, that's what.
I didn't even catch that, to be honest. That it was in school.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure we was all in agreement that this is Jinha's school, assuming, which I'm assuming, given that he was talking about Jinha first, and then we go to a high school and shit. So I'm just putting two and two together from that perspective. So dungeon breaks. A student already dies. We have one death. The body's about to hit the floor. Body count about to rise. What's y'all thoughts on that? Like, obviously Jinwoo is not gonna be able to get there like that because he already used Shadow Exchange. So he has a 3-hour cooldown, and he's about to go into a gate. What do y'all think is going to happen with this? Whoever wants to start. Don't even matter.
Well, I mean, if it's Jin Ah's school, then there's no way Sung Jinwoo wouldn't put shadows there to protect her. It is his family.
If you remember, before he left for the Demon King castle, he put 3 high orcs with her.
Then,
so what do you think that he?
Then it's fine. By the time they get to her, it's pretty much over. I'm not sure how strong they are though, but
the 3 high orcs are like they were like the generals of the shit.
So do you want to say like B rank or low A rank for the generals?
I mean,
because that was an A rank gate that they entered in for the orcs.
Yeah,
and they've been leveling up too. So I mean, like,
so we want to just say A rank because they're not S.
They're not S.
Mid A rank.
I don't know how strong the gate is, and they were saying that the size of the gate usually, not all the time, indicated how strong the enemies were. It was a small gate, but compared to regular humans, of course, they're still way stronger.
Right.
Now, what if it is her school, and of course she uses the Shadow Exchange, which was hard, by the way. What if he has to ruin relations or come to a decision on which one he's going to do, as far as being personally involved in the raid or being personally involved in, helping out the situation. Now, also, I can't remember, but can he go? Let's say if he stuck a shadow to one of the bodies or one of the guys, can he enter in the gate from the outside the gate?
Oh, you talking about like if he goes to Jinha, could he come back with Shadow Exchange and go into the gate?
Say he rushes to Jinha first, yeah, and then he entered the gate after that via the exchange.
But the issue is he already used his exchange, so he still has to wait 3 hours, and he's waiting in front of the gate.
True. Is it 3 hours? Did we get a time update in this chapter? I don't remember.
Nope.
So yeah, how long has it been?
I'm still assuming it's probably going to be 3 hours. He's only used it like twice ever. So, and like from the way it seemed, the system, every time he used the skill, it would slowly level up, and the more he used it,
no, because this has been a whole day since.
No, he used it the same day.
Oh, you're right. Just using it now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the day he used Shadow Chains, that's the same day that we saw the dungeon break into school. So he got 3 hours before he can use it again. So he's all the way in Busan, which I don't really know the.
We got the dragon.
It's like a 3 to 4 hours.
It still take a minute to get there.
Yeah, so I don't know like the time of how long it takes to get from one place to another, but we can assume it's longer than like 30 minutes or something, you know? Like we can at least assume that.
Yeah, and they're walking into the gate in 5 minutes. He may not get word in that 5 minute time.
Exactly, because I mean, it's not like she's going to be attacked or anything. There's only shadows on her, not anybody else.
Now he should be able to leave the gate, no problem. Now getting back would be the issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, getting there in time, but at the same time, he does have shadows attached to his sister, so it's not like something's really going to happen. I don't think these monsters are strong enough to actually beat the orcs, but I don't know at the same time.
I mean, if we're just thinking about solo, I would just think the monsters would have to be somewhat strong, just for the fact of to cause some kind of threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they have to be at least strong enough to be able to take care of the orcs on their own. At least to pose a threat.
The numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't seen how many numbers they got too.
Right. It might be like 100.
Maybe like a 3 on like 30.
So.
Okay, but they're shadow orcs, not like Jinwoo. I mean, just because they get destroyed, don't mean they're not going to come back. As long as they use Jinwoo's mana, it's no problem.
Yeah, but you're going to have to look at like if Jinwoo gets in a dungeon, he's going to be using his mana in the dungeon, and also his mana is going to be getting depleted from outside.
They got a million people there.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm just throwing out possibilities.
If it's 300 orcs, but it's only a couple shadows, all they're going to be doing is respawning. They're just going to keep getting trampled over.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Like I guess.
Let's go with that. Well, I'll let you guys have that one. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, to be honest with you. It's going to be some orcs fighting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a hype situation. She won't know what's going on, but I don't think it's going to be as intense as I want it to be.
So, what kind of intensity are you hoping for? Like, are you hoping like for some major intensity, like what?
Just like a broken arm to hit the floor?
Yeah, like
I mean, like, look, I'm expecting regular high school kids to be dead. One's already dead. When it comes to a sister, I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to be intense, as in her life is really in danger. If it is, then there's going to be some hunter is going to show up. I don't know who's going to be. I'm not sure how it's going to be on the news because everybody has smartphones, so it's going to be there. So somebody might show up. If that becomes the case, probably Cha, because I would like that. Anyways, who knows?
So you're just hoping for Cha to show up.
Look, if Cha's not in the episode, in the chapter's trash, bro.
Oh my god!
I was like, everybody.
Oh my god! This guy said if Cha not in the chapter, is automatically trash, bro. Come on,
you guys know. Look, here's what it is. I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Oh man! All right, so I mean, it's just gonna really be a question of who's gonna get there to save these kids. Who's gonna be able to save these kids? Because for all we know, every other guild is going raiding that day. Let's just say hypothetically, every major guild has a permit to go in raiding. So now we're just like, okay, who the fuck is gonna save these kids? Like, is literally the entire school gonna get wiped out? With maybe besides Jenna, just because she has shadows attached to her. But
Yeah, but
eventually, those shadows gonna, is gonna give.
okay, like I said,
I
like
feel like JC's answer is gonna be Cha High.
because yes, it is actually, but there's a reason besides I want her to be there. She was
All right.
willing to leave her guild, so at that point, you would have to turn into sort of recognition, like resignation, anyways, for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so technically, she doesn't have a guild. She could probably go back to the one she was in, but she's just literally sitting at home with money, got nothing else to do. She's there.
Well, technically, she has a guild. She didn't leave. She said she was prepared to leave. I mean, it's just like, you going for a job interview. You still got a job. You want to leave, but you want to make sure you get this job before you, go ahead and tell them, kick rocks, put in 2 weeks notice.
If it's not her, then who else would it be? Everybody else are captains of guilds or whatever, leaders of a guild. We don't know anybody else.
Well, what about the Hunters Association, the committee?
Like Go Gun He and them?
Yeah, like go ahead in the squad.
I mean, I guess that's what they do, but who we gonna send?
I mean, Choi's guild is based in Seals. Fucking Bake's guild, the White Tiger, is based in Seal as well, so they can either send one of those two guys.
Yeah, they owe Jinwoo everything.
They practically owe Jinwoo their whole lives.
Right. They owe Jinwoo everything. So
I would love to see
Thundercat
Thundercat come out. It'd be great.
Oh, you love to see Lionel come back out?
Yeah, I would love to see it. He let me down the last arc, so I would love to see him do something.
What you mean? That man did all he could. What you mean he let you down?
What you mean he did all he could?
Wait, what do you mean he let you down though?
He turned into Lion-O.
Okay.
Killed a couple ants. And then when Baru got there, he's talking about he was the strongest. Then Baru got there, and then what? Hyped up for what?
But it's Baru.
Exactly,
Right.
but still, you hyped up for what? Go. What are we doing?
We knew he wasn't taking Baru.
I mean, look, we didn't know he wasn't taking Baru, but at least give him some resistance. Don't get low diffed out here.
No, it wasn't.
Everybody got low
diffed. They had to hang up on the queen. You knew he wasn't taking Baru solo. The one that was designed.
I didn't say solo, but like at least give me like one block punch or something, or.
But JC, what did you expect? Like when Cha, literally the strongest one out of all of them.
But we didn't know Cha was the strongest one at all of it. At that point, we didn't know. How?
They said it earlier when they were doing the sparring matches.
No, they didn't say it when we were sparring matches. They did not say that. They didn't say Cha was the strongest. She was strong, but they didn't say she was the strongest. The only person said that she was.
Blade says we did.
Okay, if you want to go back to when Jinwoo was in the
Blade,
gate,
pull him up.
and he fought Baron, or he was getting ready to fight Baron, he said that people that were comparable to him, the current moment, were Cha-Hee-In and was it Go-Gun He, that he compared to him. So yes, we can assume she was one of the strongest, but at that moment, Go-Gun He thought that Lion-O was one of the strongest ones there.
He was. He was one of the strongest.
So when you meet a strong foe, we didn't know how strong Baru was at the very beginning. He just ran through everybody. And then he off-screened Buddy. I can't remember his name right now because I don't like him.
He also ate niggas.
You talking about Godo?
Godo Ryuji. God damn it. You don't hype up somebody for that long and then off-screen them, man. God. See, that's the point. Like, this is why I wish Nox was here, because you don't hype up so many characters and show off so many characters for them to get one-shotted, every single one of them by one enemy.
The reason they hype all of them up is because you hype them up and then you bring in Baru, which is supposed to make the threat seem real. And it was real. Yeah, it was real. And you felt it was real because, like, bro, if none of these S-rank hunters even stand over, like, not even a single chance in hell of even landing a hit on Baru, who the fuck is going to say today?
Okay, but
and it built up the hype and it gave you the sense of urgency. Like,
see, this is why he needs redemption, because they built up the hype and then he got one shot.
Okay,
and it was even worse in the light novel from what I've heard, because I haven't read it. But apparently it's even worse than in the light novel. So I don't even like. What are S ranks right now? That's what I'm asking. What are S ranks?
S ranks are S ranks. They're
as long as they don't come anywhere near a shadow that Jinwoo has as of right now.
As long as they don't come anywhere near Jinwoo, they're S ranks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or nation level. As long as they don't come in, between Jinwoo and other nation levels.
I guess. So he needs some redemption. Somebody need to come up there. Choi, Lino, anybody.
I would love to see Goga and he hop up in there.
Yeah, I haven't seen him do anything. Apparently he's supposed to be super strong too.
But he's old.
It doesn't matter if he's old or not. He's one of the strongest humans in the world.
But he's still old.
Who cares?
That's the reason he doesn't go in dungeons.
Master Roshi?
Master Roshi already proved himself.
Are we really gonna bring in Dragon Ball
Master
logic
Roshi?
in this?
You get Hunter x Hunter with
Netero.
Him or Killua's family. Like, these can't be old people. He put his hand behind his back. He be like with the pose. Come on, man. No, just because he's old don't mean nothing, man.
You acting like this man has hockey or something, bro.
He don't need hockey. Look, all I'm saying is, these orcs probably aren't, or I call them orcs because they're green, but they're probably not as strong. Maybe A level at minimum. We'll give him A level. He can go out there and just take care of a few of them.
He could.
You're right, Holly. You're right.
Well,
Holly says that Gogan he is sick. He has a bad heart.
See, there you go.
He needs 2 minutes. He would not give him 2 minutes.
I don't
put the pacemaker on his ass. Damn.
Hey, 2 minutes.
That's what JC's going for. Put the pacemaker on him and go for it.
Tell him to pop the medication pills and keep it pushing, huh, JC?
Yeah, 2 minutes. I don't know who's gonna help. I'm still going with Shadow Orcs. And
who knows? Daddy Wu will probably show up too.
Oh yeah. Has he even gotten to Korea yet? Like, he's still in America.
I don't know where the hell he is, bro. We don't know where the hell this dude.
He somehow got in that dungeon.
I think this dude, maybe he just go in dungeons and just travel through the dungeon and end up on the other side. I don't know, fam.
Watch him pop out of that gate in the school and be like, "So, who's hurting my little girl?"
That could also possibly happen.
That'd be tight.
That could happen.
I'm definitely looking at this.
Because I want to see more Daddy Wu.
Yeah. Trent, what's your take on all this, bro?
You're muted.
I gave my take, man. This was not the end of seeing exactly what happens, but yeah, I don't know. 100% sure, man. At this point, like I said, I think if people are going to end up trying to all bargain for ships, obviously that's a little bit further down the line. As far as immediately, tough call. Now, what if? This was what I was thinking a little bit earlier when you guys were talking. What if he pushes the limit of this shadow exchange, and that in result does something like? Because I also I didn't add this. I don't know if somebody said it as well. Even though it was a small part of him talking with his mom, I kind of thought that was a little bit of an ode to saying he's not where that warning is yet, as far as a human or a person. You know what I'm saying? He's not so far distant that it almost directly was quoting kind of what we were talking about before, because we were kind of saying that he may not be in tune with his feelings and stuff like that, or he may be getting further and further away from his family and shit. But it seems like that's kind of not the case, at least so far. So I don't know. Maybe he breaks the shadow exchange limit, and then something like that has to do with that is like a catalyst for or further catalyst to kind of get him to go towards that more dark side. If you catch my drift.
So pretty much you saying he can override. He'll try some kind of way and override the system so he can either use Shadow Exchange again or something else happens to where he can make it back in time.
Yeah, now I don't remember if we've had a specific instance where he's tried, but let's say he tries to shadow exchange regardless, and again somehow wills himself or wills it to happen. Yeah, but then again that let's say he in that darkness of the shadow exchange, he then meets the thing that Miss Selner saw. You know what I'm saying? Or like he then confronts like the system and has another like precursor warning or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, could be anything.
I like that. I like the sound of that. What do you think, JC?
Now, Monic,
Would that work better?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with that, but Monic in the YouTube chat was saying that going along with that, what if for some reason Jinai got hurt? Jinwoo would definitely know that, and then that would be a precursor to can't remember the healer's name right now, but him saying, "Hey, Jinwoo, tell him to be careful of his own power," but he hasn't been to the point where his emotions have taken over. He hasn't gotten to that point yet. So if one of his family members get hurt, because they did kind of say like, all of a sudden they gave the whole his mom calling him and he's having dinner with his mom and that type of thing. He cares about his family so much. So if Jinai got hurt, then you never know what that might do to Jinwoo in his emotional state, his powers. You never know. Like, will his shadows go out of control? Will they have some sort of like bloodlust or something like that? I don't know how much of his emotions deal with his power, but at the same time, that's something interesting that he might be able to push his limits if someone gets hurt that he cares about.
That could also happen. I like the sound of it too. Like I could see like kind of you and Trent kind of have like the same idea as far as that. As far as pushing the limits and making something happen that the system probably wasn't designed for, and him just breaking through and finding some kind of way to use Shadow Exchange to get there quick, fast, in a hurry. But let's just say it does happen. And he's able to push the limits. No, JC, I'm not saying that happened. This is all hypothetical.
No, I'm just saying you froze for a second. So I was just looking.
Yeah, you were going.
Oh, I froze. Oh, my bad. Why y'all ain't say nothing?
Well, I just let it.
It lasted for 2 seconds.
Oh, nigga. All right, but I don't know. I'm just saying both of that could happen though. God damn it.
You're fine, man. I don't.
Yeah, but I'm just saying both of that could happen.
It's good possibilities for those two things happening.
Shadow Exchange is a gate. Break the gate. According to Blaine. I mean, I guess it.
It pretty much is a gate between you and your shadow.
Man, this is where me not reading the light novel is like eating me alive. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sitting up here speculating. I don't know anything. So now I just don't know. I need to know what's gonna happen.
I can't.
Now I gotta wait a whole week.
Yeah, we just have to wait until something happens.
It's gonna be the longest week of your life.
Right. It's gonna be the longest.
The more you think about it, the more longer it gets.
Like, and you know how solo leveling do, fam. Like, we're gonna get that chapter, and then we're gonna have to wait another week just to see what the hell is gonna happen. And is Jinwoo gonna make it?
No, they're gonna go somewhere else. They won't even.
You're gonna take it elsewhere.
Right, we're gonna take it back to America.
Okay. Like, I don't understand. What's the point of? Okay, so you have the monarchs.
Mm-hmm.
You have his father. You have the Rune. You have the Americans. You have his sister has got involved, and you have the new gate that is currently an A rank gate that's close to S rank gate. Like they just all of a sudden within 4-5 chapters, like 5, 6, I don't know, whoever started that, have given you so many different, storylines. Like, I don't even know how they begin, where they begin to start. It's like they start one, and the next thing you know, oh yeah, and forget about the double dungeon also. So many storylines that they opened up, and I don't know where they're gonna go next. I really can't figure it out.
What would you like them to go next?
Well, I mean, where the story is going, I mean, you have to go into the gate. I mean, he's going to the gate, and then you have Jen Oz part. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to get to double dungeon until later, so I'm going to just have to go with the Americans again, and I can't forget about Japan because they got to come in eventually because we're not letting that go. Something's going to happen with Japan also, so.
So many storylines.
I can't figure it out.
So many storylines, bro. I mean, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. One slow chapter at a time. One slow chapter at a time.
We'll get there when we get there.
Just hope season 2 is pretty long. You ain't gotta wait like another 6 months.
Chapters, so
yeah.
Who knows? Season 2 might be the same.
Right, and you ain't gotta wait to season 3.
And pray it doesn't get delayed.
That too.
Look at me, I got nothing for you. I don't know anything anymore.
He's stumped.
Oh man, it'd be like that, fam. It'd be like that. All right, so do y'all have anything left to say on the chapter?
Nope, I'm good.
Good.
Nope.
All right, so overall ratings on the chapter because we didn't get that. So JC.
Okay, I mean, like, being honest, the chapters are like 8.5 out of 10, but since he didn't pick Char to be killed, I'm going with a 5.
Damn. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
I said 8.5 out of 10, but I said a 5 just because I'm mad about it.
Drop 3 whole levels, man.
3.
You don't do that. You don't play around with people's hearts, bro. It's the heart of the cards, Trent. It's the heart of the cards.
That's not even that good. That's why she's not joining it.
No, don't do that to me.
God.
Don't do that. The heart of the cards, Trent.
Can we yell at Jason?
Yo.
Chat, go off. Yo, Blazers, get your ass out of here.
Trent said Char not even that good, bro. That's why she didn't get picked.
That shit is. Yo, here's the thing. I can't even believe I faltered, man. I'm gonna start keeping my predictions. I knew this nigga.
Thank you. Thank you.
I knew this nigga didn't want her ass on the squad. It just did not coincide with his plan. And you know what? He entertained it. He marinated on it. Said, you know what, baby girl, you're fine. I like the fit you came through in. You know, say we might could get dinner, maybe. But you better get the fuck up out of here. We ain't got time for this.
She passed the test though.
She did pass the test, technically.
But she did. But you know what? We know a whole bunch of real niggas.
That's the problem with men today. We don't keep our promises, okay? That's what I'm trying to say.
How many other niggas do we know that would have beat Baruch?
None of them actually at this current moment.
Maybe the nation levels
would have been able to beat Igris. Not Baruch, because she didn't beat Baruch.
I mean, it would be Igris.
Yeah.
A good chunk of that.
A good chunk, maybe.
Beating Igris.
And
a good chunk could probably be Igris.
So most niggas would pass it. Any niggas, so it's not really a feat. Like he knew it already. He didn't
know it. No, the look on his face when Char beat Igris was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that." He even gave Igris a sword that gave him 300 XP boost.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He already knew what it was.
300 damage boost.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, well, you beat him. I wasn't expecting that."
But he gave her a boost because he knew he needed the boost. If the boost would give him the edge, he thought to kind of teach her a lesson.
Well, he was still shocked.
Yeah, he was shocked. I give you that.
Well, he lost.
But
keep that same energy. You won.
Oh,
I like
man.
how Trent started off with the child slander and then turned right around with the Igor slander at the same time.
Yours is
Man,
Look,
dude.
look.
like,
Real quick, going back to Cha being the strongest, Blaine
Yeah.
had hit me with some news saying that chapter 91 for Cha being the strongest active from Goto Ryoji. So she is the strongest, stated in chapter 91, fam.
so
Look. Mm.
Hey, Blaine's pulling up receipts for me, fam.
I'm gonna say is, if she would have we're gonna blame it on women right now. If she would have shut her mouth when she beat Igris, she's the one that asked for the strongest. She
that's
asked.
because real niggas do what real niggas do. That's
She-
just off top. That was just her being a real nigga.
No,
Like she could not.
Being an S rank hunter, she just wanted to throw the smoke with the person who whooped her ass.
Yeah,
She wanted to
She
avenge
wanted to
herself,
redeem
bro.
so it's
herself,
her
son.
fault. She's not in the guild because she would just
It
say,
is
"Hey,
definitely her own
hey,
fault.
hey, I won. I passed your test." And she's like,
No,
"Nah, give me that strongest nigga out there." And she
that
got
did not
washed.
factor in. That did not factor.
Strongest
Actually,
out
it
there.
kind of did. You know what? To your point, it kind of did factor in because it proved to him that she was gonna keep one more. He didn't have time to be entertaining whatever she needed. He don't have time to facilitate the needs or the what she's used to as a hunter in the other guild. She's used to hearing about a dungeon, they squatting up, they getting ready to go, they suited and booted. This nigga Angel Wu, he contemplating who he gonna get noodles with before he upgrades the dungeon. He don't give a fuck.
He's like, bro, I'm gonna go get. Maybe I should go get sushi with her. What's up?
He don't fuck about this shit.
Jin Woo didn't think
I'm
twice
dead.
about the dungeon whatsoever.
I'm
He was just
dead.
like,
He cared.
I'm gonna go see baby girl.
I'm dead, bro.
He doesn't want your help. That's the thing. He really does. That's why he
You
specifically
are
said,
right, Blaine. She was being way too reckless with that fight. She was overhyping herself whatsoever.
got time for that. Because again, if he run into some real niggas and try to be on some shit like that, that's her ass. And he don't have time to do what he did and bring back another dead healer and do this again.
No, you don't need to though. We're not talking about S rank like dungeons. We're talking about everything else. That's S rank dungeons are like rare.
Or like you said, we did discuss ways that he could have still finessed it with her in there, but still no. And with the other stuff he's got going on, on the back end, he don't know if he can let her into the whole jug yet. You know what I'm saying? Because even a little bro is not really hip to everything going on, but Cha-Haen would be much more up this nigga's ass. She would be like trying to figure out what's going on with some jumbo. You know what I'm saying? He don't got time to be doing all of that, bro.
You saying it like y'all gonna be a thought or something, bro?
Niggas don't want commitment. That's what it is.
Niggas don't want commitment, bro.
We don't want commitment. That's what that is. That's what I heard.
Oh.
Niggas don't want commitment. They don't want to be out there.
Fuck God.
He's just an idiot.
If you're over here looking at like
He's a main character. He's an idiot.
You're on here and like you're going for specific artifacts and you getting randomly teleported into quests and niggas is looking for you. Niggas is out here. Niggas from different species is out here looking for you, bro. You don't got time for this. You don't got time. You gotta come out here solo because your chick it's like Batman. Your chick gets snatched up, and you figure out your Bruce Wayne. The game is fucked. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong, but at the same time, it's not like this chick is defenseless. She's like literally one of the strongest girls out there. It's not like anybody that's gonna pick her up. But like, hey, the Joker's come out there. She whooped Joker's ass right now. Like that's what we're saying.
I think if he gives her fodder dungeons, yeah, it could work. But if she rolling with him, again, somebody pop up out the woodwork out of a portal and snatch her face up, just like we just seen at the end of this chapter. He's only gonna keep facing stronger people. As we kind of mentioned, like he steps into a dungeon, the shit goes south. Like at any point in time, if she's around him, shit could go awry. You know what I'm saying? And she's not strong enough to handle the niggas that we continue to fight stronger and stronger people. He does not have time to be protected. Because these people can't get, regardless of how strong she is, they can't get stronger. You know what I'm saying? From what we know right now. But we're already would have mopped them niggas.
Okay.
Anybody else would snap a finger and break her back.
But if that's the case, then there would be no need for the S rank hunters anymore.
There isn't.
There is not. They don't know that though.
Oh, okay.
What's the point?
To protect the world.
One man by himself all day, every day.
Don't do the Kevin Hart right now. Don't do Kevin Hart.
Yeah, they don't know where.
Straight face.
Damn near anywhere in the world, as long as he's got a shadow there.
Ain't nobody fight me. It was Earth.
They're not necessarily useless, bro, because they can still fight. You know, they can still clear other dungeons and clear dungeons while some Janu was doing other stuff. Because you know he'd be bouncing in and out. He got his own shit to handle. But relatively, yeah, if it was just one dungeon at a time, no, they would not. They would only need him right now. He would just run through them all.
Night, nigga.
Yeah. Poor child, like she didn't deserve this. That's all I gotta say.
Hey man, it be like that, bro.
Hey man, it is what it is, man.
Like Sarah said, it is what it is. So JC gives to chapter 5.
No, I said 8.5, but then without charge, it's 5. Anyways,
so a 5 regardless.
Okay,
All right.
Sarah.
I'm on the same boat. 8.59.
Trent.
JC sipping.
sir, I would never simp, sir. I just speak facts, honestly. It's nothing but facts over here. Facts
Oh
only.
man. Okay, Trent.
Lane. Trent.
I said 9
mid? No, Chaha mid. I saw that in the chat.
Wait,
Don't you do that?
Wait, you say it is.
Yo, come on.
Yeah,
Come on. Yo.
Trent say Chaha is mid, everybody.
Wait, we get B right here. You already don't be in this mug. Okay, let's go.
Oh my god.
I mean, he already contemplated going on a date with him by getting sushi.
No, I will drop the series once again.
And he still owe her a date anyways.
Oh my.
Oh damn.
Lord.
Lordy Lord.
All right, y'all. We've had a lot of slander for tonight.
And with the facts, he owes her a date.
Oh, look. Tell her she go heat up her hot ramen somewhere else. Leave Jim Woo out of it, fam. Tell her go heat up her.
Of course, they're gonna end up together. But
He does some hot pockets at the house and we vibing.
That's what I'm
she
saying.
needs after work, 8 to 5. And come back from the guild, come back from Ajin, you know what I'm saying? And remix some Ajin, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Rest in peace, solo play. All right,
Yo, IJ sound better though.
IJ does sound better. But all right, y'all, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed our chapter 116 discussion. If you did, please leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we will catch you guys.
Hold on. By the way, I know you guys all see this. You all see this? You can subscribe to the individual channels. You know what I'm saying?
And then
see y'all.
We also have a Twitch channel you guys can go.
Yeah, you know what? Subscribe to our individual channels. Links are in the description. Also, follow us on Twitter. That link is also in the description. Join the goddamn Discord, because that's where all the shit goes down. Definitely join the Discord if you haven't already. And I know half of y'all haven't already, because our Discord don't see any new people like talking about it, which is sad. And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves if you haven't joined.
Dave, that's that sad all together, honestly.
Yeah. I had to say it, bro. I had to say it. It had to be said. Also, follow on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. Anything else?
No, I think that's all we got.
All right, bye.
JC?
We should make it all my links.
Oh my god.
All right, peace. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Later, chat.
Zoftar not paying you nothing. Bye.
Then he said